Hi everyone, my name is Sree Durga Muniandy. I'm currently the pharmacist at KPJ Kajang Specialist Hospital. Prior to join KPJ, I was with one of the Malaysia prominent institution for about 2.5 years. Currently, under my team in KPJ, I have one pharmacist with me, and there's about 25 supportive members. There are three remarkable stories of my patients that I remembered in my career as a pharmacist. So I will share today. So this patient was admitted in emergency department. So I was doing his reconciliation of medication. So I was like actually trying to know why he was not there, because his last collected medication was like from 6 months ago. So what happened in that 6 months, whether he defaulted his medications, because patient is someone with a chronic kidney disease. So whatever he told me was really touching, and it was very sad actually, like, because I did ask him, so this 6 months, like, were you not having medications or what were you doing, because it was too long. So he actually told me he started taking the medication on alternate days so that it could cater him for more than 3 months. And life was really hard for him. His wife passed away 2 years ago because of diabetic complications, and so I did ask him, like, so how do you travel for your dialysis? He goes by motorbike, and sometimes he's just too tired to go back, so he waits like until the evening before he can like comfortably ride the motorbike to go back home. So they really teach me a lot about life also. So I learned that life is not easy for everyone. So another one will be when I was in the psychiatric ward, I realized that everyone in that ward actually have their own stories why they ended up there actually. Like, they all have a reason. I mean, nobody wanted to be there by choice. Something happened, that actually in the end they ended up there, and some of them sadly was abandoned by family. So they are very happy when you talk to them. They really love sharing their experiences. You always get to say that oh, you are not supposed to talk to the psychiatric patients. No, it wasn't what I was told. Like, it was a very different experience with them, and I felt like I really learned a lot, like, especially when I was in the psychiatric ward, and they were very happy when they get to talk to you. Maybe they don't feel alone the least, like, yeah. So that was a time I actually learned that mental health should be addressed, and we should really break the social stigma. Like, it's not wrong to have depression or some mental illness, because it's not something that you wanted to have, but things happens, and you have to acknowledge it. So when I was in the psychiatric ward, I really learned a lot of things. Like, as a person, it really moved me actually. So the last one will be a middle-aged boy who actually came to the place that I was working. He was like very restless, sluggish, sweating. So I asked him what was the problem, and also he said he's like having a very bad headache. So I said, okay, never mind, sit down first, gave him a cup of water and all, and then checked his blood pressure. It was like really high. So I was asking whether he was working or what. Nope, he never had his meals. Then I was like, okay, so where do you stay and all? So he was actually disowned by his own parents, so he was on his own. So I told him, okay, never mind, just relax, everything can be solved, because I didn't know how to help him and all. So I sent him home and all. Then a couple of days later, he came back and said that he actually managed to get a job as a waiter, but of course he came to check his blood pressure and all again. And after, when he came back after a couple of days, I was like, okay, he actually listened. I mean, you made a change in somebody's life. Like, he got a job and he came to share that news to you. And to my surprise, after a month, he actually bought the blood pressure machine. So, I think it was cute, and he was also responsible of looking after himself. So it's like, it's more than that, being a pharmacist. Like, you really learn a lot from your patients actually. Yeah. Not only I teach them, they also teach me about life. So I think that is like one of the beautiful things I experienced being a pharmacist. I always feel all pharmacists are actually superheroes in our own ways. So to my fellow superheroes, wishing you all a happy Pharmacist Day. Let us continue doing the best in educating the society. Stay healthy, stay happy.